Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm KandyCorpse, you can call me Kay, and today is going to be some more Am I the Asshole from Reddit. So I went ahead and I chose the stories that I thought sounded interesting and I had not read previously or heard on TikTok. Some of these are only a few hours old, which is part of the reason that TikTok hasn't gotten to it yet. I'm sure a few accounts did, but I haven't been on TikTok that much. I was for a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna jump right into these because some of these titles really have me just thinking like, what? But let's hear them out, all right? Let's hear them out. So this first one is titled AITAH for changing clothes in front of my dad and telling his new girlfriend that she should not be making a big deal about it. So my thoughts are, if you were like, I get that it's like a father-daughter, but if you're like getting entirely naked, like, you're a grown woman. Why not, like put a curtain up or like go to another room? You know what I mean? Like go to the bathroom. Like if it was a child, it'd be one thing, but a child isn't going to be using Reddit like this. So I am 26. My fiance and I went to Mallorca. I've never heard of that place before. With my dad and his new girlfriend. They're both 52. We went to a shop to buy a dress for me, and there was no cabin for me to try it in, but rather a hidden corridor in the back where the lady told me I could try the dress. I went there with my fiance and saw that my dad and his girlfriend followed us. It's a very small shop though. Because I had a bra on, I just removed my dress and tried on the new one. It was fine. The three of them made a positive comment. I removed the dress, dressed back up and moved on. It's worded weird. A few hours after, the girlfriend of my dad asked me if we could have a word, and she said how shocked she was that I stripped down in a ridiculous thong in front of my dad and that she would appreciate it if I never did that again because I'm no longer a little girl. I said that my underwear was not showing more than what my bikini was anyway all of the other previous days, and that my fiance was there, and that anyway I never asked my dad nor her to follow me to the corridor when clearly they knew I was gonna try the dress. I just feel the atmosphere was a bit weird now. AITA. Girl, no, especially like it's not like she like stripped down to like nothing. Like she still had underwear on and they followed her. Like they could have turned around. Why didn't they? Like if she felt that weird about it, why didn't she turn around? You know what I mean? Like it's like the girlfriend's fault. And like she said, if they were wearing bathing suits, like they were at the beach, and like that's weird. It's weird that she's like saying that, because it's like I said, it's not like she took everything off. Like that's so weird. That's such a weird situation. And it's still weird to me that they followed her, like especially when they saw that there wasn't like a door or anything, and they just stood there and watched her change. Like obviously, like she said, it was nothing more revealing than her bathing suit, so she wasn't uncomfortable, but like what? This one, the title kind of made me mad, so that's why I picked this one. AITAH for leaving my fiance because she'll not do the things she did to her exes to me. I know the title may sound disturbing, but let me explain. I've been together with my fiance for 4 years and engaged for 1. I did not have many problems prior to the relationship experience, while she had plenty. We're both 28, no children. It would be a lie for me to say everything was perfect. There were some parts of the relationship I left wanting more. For example, I was more of a giver than a receiver, both emotionally and physically. When I communicated about it, she said it's nothing to exaggerate and completely normal. She made gestures from time to time, but that's it. Also, sex was incredibly vanilla, though I expressed my desire to try out different things. When I think of the past now, I probably should not have proposed to her. Well, yeah, it honestly sounds like you communicated problems and she dismissed you, so it sounds like probably should have noticed this sooner. In a drunken night out with her friends, I overheard about her past. She used to be a very passionate, hopeless romantic and did extremely non-vanilla sexual things with her exes. I will not talk about her sexual past, even though I have complicated feelings about it. Preferences can change, and she does not owe me doing sexual acts. Let us put it all aside. After one of her friends told me about how I'm lucky to get such a romantic partner and she probably rocks my world, I felt extremely disturbed. I questioned why she was not like that in our relationship. She did not compliment me, get me gifts, make frequent gestures, or arrange dates when she did all of this for her exes. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. I did everything in the relationship. I confronted her the next day about it and asked if she even loves me at all. She told me she finds me attractive and loves me. She matured, and the things she did changed both physically and emotionally. However, I told her she should at least show emotional effort. I told her the things other couples tell me about our situation is not normal. I should not bear all the effort in the relationship. She told me she will do it, but nothing changed. In the end of 4 months, I came to the conclusion that I'm being settled for. I realized I deserve much better than this. I deserve to be wanted both physically and emotionally. I thought about our relationship, and I also realized I was gaslighted to think that this kind of thing was normal. I broke off the engagement last week, and she told me I'm being immature and insecure by overthinking. Maybe I am, but it does not change the fact that I deserve much better, and she deserves someone who will accept her like that. If she's like that, and with all other people, of course. Am I wrong for feeling like that and leaving her? Honestly, no. Like OP said, they communicated a problem much earlier on and even continued to confront this person. And even after 4 months, there was no change. There was no effort put in. Like, she's clearly not putting the effort in. You've communicated like, hey, like, I want you to like put more effort in. You know, everyone's saying that you do, that you're, you know, and so it almost sounds to me like she's letting her friends believe that she's this great romantic partner. And maybe she was in the past, but she certainly isn't now. And she's definitely still leading them on to believe it is. And he said their relationship was a couple years, right? Yeah, 4 years. So for 4 years, she's been with this person and is not, and it's okay to change. Like they said, it's okay to change. They don't owe OP anything, which is totally fine. And I totally agree that if you're looking for different things in a relationship, then it's not the relationship for you and you need to move on. I completely agree with that. AITAH for not telling my fiance about my peanut allergy. She's giving me the silent treatment. Me and my fiance Kate both have life-threatening allergies. Mine to peanuts, hers to peanuts and dairy products. Kate informed me about how her allergies were when we started dating a year ago and asked if I was okay to deal with them. I told her that I could, and we agreed to prepare all of our meals from home from scratch, free from peanuts and dairy. Kate then went on about how her allergies affect every aspect of her life, from eating out to getting proper nutrition. I was going to tell her about my own peanut allergy, but an important work call interrupted us. After that, the topic never explicitly came up again. For me, food allergies are just something we live with, not my entire identity. We stuck to our peanut and dairy-free diet at home. I would occasionally have milk and pizza when I went out, but made sure to gargle before kissing Kate, though. Fast forward a year and we get engaged. During the engagement party, my aunt mentioned to Kate that I'm also anaphylactic to peanuts. Kate was silent. At home, she confronted me and asked why I'd kept this a secret from her. She accused me of prolonged, sustained deception. I was dumbfounded. I hadn't lied. I just never brought it up, and since it didn't seem relevant, Kate had been giving me the silent treatment for the past few days, and our relationship is suffering because of this. Yeah, and it sounds like in more than one way. Like, that's something that needs to be communicated. You never told your partner that you also have a severe allergy that could literally cause you to die. Like, even if they have the same thing, you still need to say something, because what if something happens and you're unconscious or you're not in a right state of mind? Like, anything can happen. If your fiance has to make a decision and she doesn't know your proper allergies, like, what the fuck? So many things could be contaminated with peanuts, and peanut oil seeps into everything. That's one of the things that's so crazy about peanuts is peanut dust gets everywhere. It's super fine. It can be hard to clean sometimes. Peanut oil gets everywhere. And the fact that he knows that she has a dairy allergy, like, if her allergy is as bad as her peanut allergy, just gargling water when you go out with your friends, you eat pizza, you drink milk, and then you gargle some water, like, that's not her. Like, he's lucky that if her allergy really is super bad, he's lucky that she hasn't like had any issues yet, because I have a dairy allergy. For me, it's just when I consume it, even just the tiniest amount of dairy can get me fucked up, sometimes for days. So I completely understand where she's coming from. Allergies are super scary, and for him to not say anything is actually crazy. Like, You know, like, you know, and you intentionally didn't say anything for a year. Like, why? It just doesn't make sense to not say anything. All right, everyone, so that was all of the stories for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.